I think about that season a lot, and I think that was the first time I was really blindsided because I thought that he had it.
We're going to start talking about, your upcoming stint on The Next Pro. Tell me a little bit about what it was like reuniting with Robert in that sense after winning the season and especially being, in his neck of the woods in Australia.
It was such an honor to be a part of The Next Pro. Like, honestly, I feel so privileged that I was able to be a part of 3 episodes. So I actually judge one, and then I'm a mentor, and then I also co-host with Robert for the finale, which is really, really exciting. Honestly, after we won, I knew I was going to see Robert again because we are literally friends for life, but I didn't know how quickly I would see him. So it felt like a reunion of sorts, and we were able to host together. We got to dance together again. So it felt like just an extension of Dancing with the Stars, which didn't make me feel as sad. But it was an amazing experience. And I think the show really puts into perspective how much the pros go through. I mean, we really sacrifice a lot to be a professional on the show. So I also think it kind of opened Robert's eyes as well. He was like, wow, you guys do so much. And it's true, we do. And so I think people will really fall in love with behind the scenes, and I think they'll fall in love with the dancers, and you'll also see familiar faces that you know of as well. And it's a really great show that I think people will love.
Were you familiar with any of the contestants beforehand, just from like being in the dance world, or was that kind of your first time getting to know them?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them I knew beforehand because the dance world is so small, and they are incredible dancers. Like, they are incredible at what they do. So I knew actually a lot of them before I came into it, which makes it even more hard to judge, right?
Yeah.
It makes it even more hard to judge. And then as you're judging, you're realizing like this is a life-changing opportunity for someone. So you really have to, when we're trying to figure out who's getting eliminated, it's heartbreaking. And I didn't want to do it at all. I was like, is this part of judging? I don't like this.
Yeah, well, and it's an all in your hands on this show, whereas on Dancing with the Stars, the fans get to vote too or whatever. So
exactly, yeah, it's totally different. I mean, I've never judged before, especially something that could really change someone's life. And I know how great these people are, and it's their dream to be a professional on Dancing with the Stars. So I had a lot of weight in my hands for sure.
Did it give you like a little bit of a new appreciation for what the judges on Dancing with the Stars kind of have to go through? Because, they obviously know you guys too when they have to judge you.
Yes, it gave me a whole new appreciation for the judges on Dancing with the Stars. I mean, it's very stressful, and also the backlash that the judges get as well. Not everyone's going to agree with them, and so I'm a little nervous for that, but I also feel like, it gave me a perspective of I really appreciate the judges when they really come with good criticism and they really try and help us. So I appreciate them a lot more now for sure.
Well, Shirley Ballas, obviously a legend. Had you worked with her before, and what was it like working with her when you judged on the show?
Shirley is like my dance mom. I've known her since I was 9 years old. She is as good as they get. Like, she is technically the best woman coach out there by far. I've been coached by her since I was 9 years old. She is like family to me. I love watching her and Mark together judge on the show. I think it's so hilarious because most of the time they disagree and they're very vocal about it, but she is as good as they come. So to watch her judge is really, it's really incredible to see what she has to say to these dancers and to hopefully help them along the way as well.
Well, even in the first episode so far, we got to see a little bit of their banter back and forth because, she wants the technique and he's like, but you can have fun with it too.
Yes.
So yeah, it was kind of cool to see that.
She's a very big technician. She knows her stuff. And I love that because that's our art form. Like, that's our livelihood. Like, that's what we study from the time we can walk, and so her giving those little pointers and making sure people are on their technique is really important. I think you need a little bit of both. You need the Mark perspective and you need the Shirley perspective too.
I think it kind of gives fans too a little bit of that like Len Goodman that they were missing, because they're very similar in that sense.
I would argue she's a little bit more strict than
even
Len.
tougher. Yeah,
I would say she's even tougher.
Yeah, he softened up a bit after a while.
He did. He became like a teddy bear old grandpa towards the end.
So sweet. Well, when we chatted with Robert a few weeks ago, he told us that you guys got to share a dance together on the show. What can you tease about that?
So in the finale, I was able to actually choreograph the finale dance, and we introduced the judges, and Robert and I have a moment together as well. I was like, I can't choreograph something and not have us dance together. I mean, that just makes the most sense. So we did. I choreographed something totally new, and we were able to kind of do like one last dance together, which was really cool.
What would you say, when you look back on the season as a whole, was his best style?
For sure, Robert's best style is jive. I
knew you were going to say that.
If Robert was a dance style, he would be jive. Like, that is just him. He's so fun, outgoing. He has so much energy that the jive just worked. It just totally worked. It was our first one, and then it was one of our last dances. And I think it just kind of rounded us. It kind of rounded us out for sure. And he's just, he's really good at jive. He's the jive guy.
What was that, the favorite dance you did with him of the season? Or what would you say was the favorite one?
I don't know what he would say. I really loved our Prince Night jive because we had already done jive before. So he already had kind of the technique down. So it was really just about pushing the boundaries even more. We added a flip in there. We really just tried to like push the boundaries as much as we could. And it was fun because he kind of like, it was like riding a bicycle again. He just got right back into it, and he was even more comfortable. He was able to perform a little bit more. So that one just felt really exciting. We weren't nervous at all for that one. We just we were ready to go.
We have another season coming up soon, obviously. We know some of the celebs who are going to be on the season.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts when you heard the people who are cast so far?
I'm really excited about the cast so far. I think Sierra is going to be fantastic. I also think Mara is going to be amazing too. I'm actually really excited for Guillermo. I love Guillermo. I think he's really funny and really sweet. I think he's going to be like the Andy Richter of the season, you know? He's going to be the people's prince for sure. So I'm really curious to see what he has in store because I don't think I've ever seen him dance. And the girls as well. I think they'll be very coordinated. I think Sierra would be really good with Val. I think they would be really great together. Mara, I know she wants Mark, which I think that they would do really well as well. But I'm super excited. It's going to be probably the best cast we've had in a long time.
Yeah, it's going to be so fun. I can't wait to see who else is on
I know.
it.
They keep it so secretive.
Yeah.
Like, we literally don't know anything. Nothing.
Yeah. Do you think, Robert was obviously announced ahead of the season last year, but then it's not like you're training over the summer or anything. Like, he fully was learning how to dance just with you in rehearsals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually a little bit mad at him because I'm like, you've known that you're going to dance for how long and you didn't take one dance class? And he was like, I just wanted to be fresh for you. And I was like, that kind of makes sense, but also why? No, he had no prior dance training at all. I mean, he literally couldn't even step touch to music. I mean, all he could do was this. And I ex-nayed that immediately. I was like, if you do that one more time, I quit. No, he really had nothing. We really started from ground zero. And I think that's what's so impressive about his work ethic, that we were able to go from nothing to winning the Mirror Ball. I mean, we had so many factors that played into it, right? Like, he was so charismatic naturally. He just had that performance ability, and you can't really teach performance. It's really hard to teach someone to come alive on live television, but he did. He totally did. And I just was able to give him the tools to dance a little bit. So the fact that he came from nothing is really impressive and tells a lot about his work ethic.
I wonder if Guillermo is taking a dance class this summer. I guess we'll
Guillermo,
have to wait.
if you're listening to this, get into a dance class, dude. Come on.
Obviously, you and Robert, you keep in touch. You're such good friends still. And same with Alfonso. He's still so in your orbit. But which of your other partners have you kind of really kept up relationships with over the years?
I have been so blessed to have so many amazing partners, and that's the beauty of being on a show like this for over a decade. I've been really blessed with incredible partners. I actually just talked to Milo the other day. He's in Spain. He's filming Tangled, which is so cool, and I'm so proud of him. If anyone deserves success, it's Milo. He's so sweet. He's so down to earth, very kind. So I'm rooting for him always. I still keep in touch with Frankie Muniz. He's one of my favorites as well. I keep in touch really with all of them. I've been very blessed to have incredible, kind, good partners.
We're big fans of Milo here. That's for sure.
I love Milo. He's
We
the
need,
best.
I mean, I'm sure you've talked about this before, but he needs to be a second chance season because
I know.
we need to get him that mirror ball.
It's honestly, I think about that season a lot. And I think that was the first time I was really blindsided because I thought that he had it. I thought that he was totally going to win. And usually I can tell like sometimes even by week 1, who's going to win.
Yeah.
And so I kind of had it in my mind. And when we didn't win, it was like a gut punch for sure. But I think it all happened for a reason because I think his success kind of shot up. And I think people were so angry about it that they were like, we're going to do everything to make sure that he is successful. So it kind of all worked out. You know, what can you do?
I'm sure you've answered this before too, but is there anybody that you can think of that like would be a dream partner? And like a realistic dream partner.
A realistic
Not like
one?
Brad
I don't
Pitt.
have any realistic ones. I have all unrealistic ones.
Well, you never know. The show is huge right now, so.
I know. Okay, well, I'll give you one unrealistic one, Tom Holland, because I've seen him dance before, and I think he just seems so nice and fun and like able to dance. So I think unrealistically, Tom, if you're not doing anything, come on over. It's really fun.
Hey, he's always busy, but you never know. In a few years,
you never know.
He might,
Zendaya did it. I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's so true.
Zendaya did it. Guys, do we have a chance? Not after this year. He's had too much. He's too busy.
We'll manifest. The show just received its first Emmy nomination in quite a few years, which is so exciting. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What do you think is behind this like major resurgence that it's had in the last 3 years?
It's an amazing thing that it's had this resurgence. I mean, for as long as it's been on air, the fact that we're really reaching the Gen Zs and this younger generation is so incredible. I think it has a lot to do with the casting. I think it has a lot to do with the pros really active on TikTok, on social media. That plays a huge factor in who's watching the show and who's engaging. And I think, all of those factors play into it. I think that in a world where things are very uncertain, this show is very much about positivity. It's about joy. It's about camaraderie, coming together. And I think people really gravitate to that and they love that. And they want to root for the people being vulnerable and sharing their stories. So I think all of those factors kind of play into it, but very proud to be a part of a show that, we don't harp on the drama and we don't want people to fail. We want people to succeed. So I'm very proud to be a part of something that promotes that.
With the social media aspect of it, because like you said, the pros are so active and you guys are filming so much content in season, but there's also so much that goes into each week, rehearsals, fittings, everything you guys have to do. Does that kind of like an added pressure? It's like, oh, here's now another thing we have to do. And does it like take away from rehearsal time?
It does take away from rehearsal time a little bit, but I think all in all, we know that it's beneficial for votes. We know it's beneficial for our show. We know that is a way for the younger generation to engage with us and to fall in love with us, because when we do these packages, it's what you see before we dance. It kind of goes into the rehearsal. You don't necessarily see a lot of what we do. So TikTok and social media allows us to let people in a little bit more on the rehearsal process. It lets them in on our personalities and our partnership together. And I think that people really love that. Like I've always said that there should be a show about just behind the scenes and like what the pros go through and the celebs together. Like there should be just a show on that.
We need like the Big Brother feeds, but from
exactly
rehearsals.
Exactly. Like there's so much stuff that happens in rehearsal because they're filming 24/7.
Yeah.
They literally can't put the camera down until we're out of the studio. And that's just for safety. That's, to get everything. But yeah, I think there's some really interesting things that people don't see. So
is the rehearsal schedule like a little stricter now than it was like back in the day on the show? Like, don't you only have like however many hour windows to rehearse?
Yeah. Back in the day, it was however many hours you wanted, all day, every day, all night, however much. Now it's limited to 4 hours a day until a certain point in the competition. And then it's unlimited after you hit a certain point. I think it's like, I want to say like the quarterfinals, you can rehearse as much as you want. Like the last 4 weeks of last season, my kids didn't see me.
Yeah.
I was like 24/7. And it's impossible to get everything done without being in the studio all day. Yeah. It's impossible.
4 hours a day in the beginning doesn't even seem like that much. How do you even get it all done?
It's
Even
not. It's not.
I know the dances are shorter and stuff, but still.
4 hours a day is not enough for what we have to teach, for sure. I mean, no, it's not enough.
Definitely not. Well, you mentioned your kids. Obviously, you know, you're from Florida. You live in Florida. They come to LA, though, during the season, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Now that they're getting older, like, is that still going to kind of be a possibility in the future? Like, is there kind of like, unfortunately, an end sight in you being on the show?
Yeah, I mean, each year that I have to move out to LA, my kids come with me. My husband comes with me. It's 4 months. So, you know, that for me is not a possibility to leave them. So they have to come with me. And it gets harder and harder every year, especially because I am so involved in what they do. And now they're starting to go to preschool and they're starting to get into extracurricular activities. And so it is getting harder and harder. So I'm just enjoying every year that I can come back. And, you know, there is an end in sight for me, for sure. Yeah, there is an end in sight for me.
Is Florida your forever home, do you guys think?
I'm from Utah, and I love Utah. And I think that we'll go back at some point. And, you know, the dream is to have 2 places where we can see my family and be in Florida. But we love where we're at right now. So we're just going to go with it. We just go year by year. My family just goes year by year. Things change all the time for us. So we're going with the flow.
What else are you guys doing this summer that you're looking forward to?
This summer we're really busy. We're really busy. The kids have sports camps. We have a trip to Utah, to Idaho. We have some work stuff in DC, in Canada. So a lot of travel for this summer. We're going to try and mix in some fun in there, but it's mostly work.
Hopefully, you know, when you're traveling, a day off or 2.
Yes, for sure. We always try and make it, if it's something for work, we always trying to make something fun for the kids so they can experience life and travel.
Yeah, they get to see it all. It's so fun.
Yeah, they went to Australia last year, and we were there for 2.5 weeks. And Robert just like gave us the full Australia Zoo experience. I mean, we did everything VIP. Robert is like their hero. Like my 3-year-old, he pretends that he's Robert, but his shirt has to be off because that's what Robert would do. And I'm like, I've made a monster.
Yeah. Next he's going to ask to like spray paint abs on or something.
Next time he's going to be ripping his shirt open. And I'll be like, no. But yeah, my kids absolutely adore him. So he's definitely going to be in our lives forever. Sorry, Robert, you're stuck with us.